We and I greet you, our beautiful beloved brothers and sisters. A beautiful humbleness I feel within me to be here in this time, being able and allowed to speak to you. Speak from a frequency of a two-flamed heart energies. For I, in the time, that I walked upon your lands, I held this frequency infinitely strongly. I will talk briefly about myself so that you can understand whom I am, for there has been much distortion through histories and written amongst your books and your Bibles and your religions. For I would like to call myself, I am a teacher of love. There is nothing more higher or infinite than love. For this is whom I embodied. I embodied love. I was the essence of love, born forth upon this very special day within your time. Of the month of September, particularly the month of the date of 9/11 is when I was born upon, and why it is that this number has been used in a negative manner upon your programming. For I was a strong catalyst in my time, and I had to be. However, I was a catalyst of love and great compassion. Strong love. Now I could talk about my teachings for a very long time, and again, excited I am to be sharing these ancient ways and lost knowledge erased from your time. And we stand strong here around you whom is listening, whether it be now or in the future time. We stand strong with your asking, though always within your free will, with love light around you, so that you may hear these teachings at your clearest of your heart. The Christ consciousness stands strongly here with I as well as the Elohim, the Elohim, as we the Essenes called, Elohim. And I would like to begin in what my mother spoke of in the last channel. Oh, my beautiful mother. gentle, compassionate, but yet so fierce. For it is whom that words are limited, that I shall do my best in finding the right type of words within this language. For it is I owe much to her in her strength, in bringing forth and connecting my soul to her womb within the 13th connection, for I am the number 13th. I am the 13th key. I am the gateway of universal, gateway of infinite love. That is who I stand forth. Therefore, I thank her, and I thank all divine mothers in this time who are bringing forth these beautiful star seeds. With much love within your womb, as they are being created and as they're being carried, remember the honor as she has shown us what it is to carry a child. For it is in this time we ask that you focus on the children. The children's lights are the brightest and are the clearest. It is time to help them evolve and heal them, and not put any limitations on them. Envision, if you have a child, in the manner my mother spoke of, that their responsibility is just as great as it was for her and this child. How is it that you are aiding them and teaching them and helping them see beyond the limitations, still within safety? How are you helping them understand that it is the greatest honor to bring forth a soul and to oversee them and guide them and protect them? Of course, still allowing, though, within balance of their own energetic and karmic occurrences, situations that must occur within love light, though, and within their own higher selves connections. So I would like to speak of two more things before we open up for questions. Second thing I would like to speak about is this source. I am source love light. This light that we have been communicating through Aurora, it is the biggest tool once more, and this comes, I shall say this because I want you to understand how it is that I walked upon this earth, and how it is that whomever came across within near my proximity felt that miracles were created upon them like magic. It is because I had awakened my two flames hearts, and with this awakening I anchored without infringement and without derailment of my path. See, I traveled the world as far as I could go. I traveled to Egypt. I traveled to Tibet. I traveled to places that you will not know of, nor will you ever as they are sacred places, places that were hidden, that masters who are in your planes that you not know of, that have been alive for hundreds of years. I would talk to them as I slept, as I meditated, as I silenced my mind and I decluttered what was not needed in my mind, so that I could connect it to the heart, my pineal gland, my eye Horus, my third eye, whatever name you would like to give it. And I would listen, and I would travel to different places. And I took spirituality. I was the embodiment of spirituality. I was love. And I took it with the greatest honor and respect, and knew, for I held the great responsibility of awakening the earth. And you can imagine how this could have been perhaps hard upon a human vessel. Therefore, I needed to have strong discipline within love. I love you all. I love you all. I love you. I love you. Infinitely. Therefore, in order for me to be this embodiment of miracles, as they call it or are calling it, I expanded this infinite source, pure white light around me. And those who were awakened, those who were within the same type of frequency of the heart, knew this, as my elders and my masters had taught me along the way. For I took a piece from every master and every elder. And I have to tell you, I did not agree with every single master that taught me. I was quite a rebel in a sense of love, though. And I would cause them much turmoil in a sense of awakening them and pushing them and shifting their energies themselves, these masters and these teachers, where they would have to evolve and lift that thought form, live that even more, and see things in the manner that they had not seen them before. I could look upon a grain, a piece of sand, and I could understand that I was as a piece of sand in an infinite amount of sand. And how within the sand had the sacred geometry, and I was sacred geometry, and how it is that as I reverberated and I brushed upon with my source energy sphere, whoever were within this proximity would, if ready within their free will, with spark their flamed heart and awaken their heart. I am the heart. I am the heart of the universe. I am who keeps the universe in balance. I am part of this. Know, though, that I am not just one. There's many. And I am an equal to you, and an equal to all. So this is how I give you an example. For you will come across many teachers or many proclaimed teachers in your path. Challenge them. Ask them questions. If something doesn't feel right within your heart and you are meant to further expand their mind as the teacher, for remember, you are the teacher, but they are the teacher. And both students and teachers are teachers and students. Remember whom you are. Question everything. For you are living in a time of much distractions. And if you could envision me, close your eyes. Surround yourself with a bubble of love light, and then close your eyes. And this bubble could be of any color. Easiest for you, you could imagine, is as a child blows a bubble, and the beautiful clearness of this bubble, and how it has rainbows within it as the sun glares upon it. Envision a bubble of yourself right now around you. Now, if you could envision, see me now standing forth in front of you. And see my flamed white 2 hearts, 2 chakra points. One at my main center and one towards my left. And they are bright and strong. However, my left is a bit smaller than my centered one. Now see how I imagine with me. I will walk you through this and know that you are able to do this as well. Feel the love light energy coming in through your crown, down your head, your neck, your arms. Pure white light source energy, whom is you, for we are all fractals of the divine creator. All the way down till it covers to the tips of your toes. Now envision these beautiful bright white flames within your hearts, and envision them becoming brighter and brighter. Now some of you may have a hard time in this moment envisioning this, or see that your flames, as you're imagining them, might be a little darker in shade, or perhaps a grayish type of fogginess to it. Keep envisioning them until they turn bright as white. And then, as I went to bed, every minute that I had foot upon this land, I emanated this. Now, envision this. I am teaching as I would do this upon myself, and as I taught my 12 apostles, us total, the 13. Now envision this white light emanating from my heart. Now I'm standing right in front of you. And feel it, sense it, know it's there. Just for this moment, believe in yourself, for I believe in you. And do you see this beautiful, magnificent, pure white light of love? Of infinite love. Do you feel it? Do you see it around me? For I use this consciously as a healer, as I went to different locations upon the land, and I would push it forward without harming anyone, so that I wouldn't infringe upon anyone's free will. And I would expand it as far as I needed to, as far as my heart desired, and as far as my higher consciousness guided me to. And I would bring it back, and I would connect it, push it forward, and bring it back. And this is why whom ever would come into my proximity would experience miracles of healing of eyes, sight, of healing of illness, because I was walking with a force field of love light around me. And I was the embodiment and the true belief of being able to harness this on earth. And no negative energies knew that they can walk through or penetrate this energy. They knew. They tried. But they knew that they couldn't. For they would automatically turn into light themselves. And this tool is the biggest tool that we give you. Coming upon on the year of activation, 2019, the year of the elders, the year of the 13, the year of the 12, which equals the 13. You are an equal to I, and I am an equal to you. And so can you walk with this embodiment of love light around you. So can you call upon me when it is that you feel the guidance, if you want to grow with this flames within your heart. Call upon the Christ consciousness. Call upon your guides and your angels and your soul family. Always surrounding yourself and aligning yourself within love light. For this is, you can say, my biggest secret, my biggest key. Know that you too can attain this. And with that, I have spoke of the 3 things I wanted to speak. Finishing up on the year to come, as I mentioned, and as Aurora mentioned, as we spoke through her last week, is that this will be a year of much activation within your souls. And what will happen is that there will be distractions placed upon you that will try to stop your activations of the elders' energies. Remember to stand strong in your heart and send love to these distractions. Do not give in to anger or fear or judgment or jealousy or envy. Instead, envision a white flame taking that thought form, that energy, and transmuting it into love light. And may it go where it is needed and accepted without harming none. Without harming none. For this is how I perform miracles. I stated without harming none. And then I knew whatever it was that the healing that I was doing upon, it was with connection with the higher self and allowing, which is how I brought forth people from being dead and reconnecting back their soul right back in to the body, because it was not their time yet, only with the permission of the higher self. I knew that there was no boundaries, and I give you a teaching today. If it's not the biggest teaching I can give you, is for you to believe in yourself and believe that there are no limitations upon you. There are not. I love you, my beautiful brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you for allowing this, and thank you for being here. You may proceed with your questions.
Thank you for that beautiful introduction. We have many questions for you today. And one of them is, as religion states, are you the Son of God? It's something that has been taught to us, those that follow Christianity. Can you say what that means and what actually is?
Thank you. You are beautiful, Lily. Thank you for that question. I am the Son of God. What did this mean when I wrote it upon the Bible? When I taught it? It meant that I was your brother and sister, and we were all sons and daughters of God, Creator Energy. We are all sons of gods of the divine energies, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the divine mother energies. We all are. So this is what I meant by this. Instead of thinking how it has been changed upon your Bibles, that I am the only Son of God. No, not accurate to what I taught and what was understood from my teachings. This was a way for me to remind you of the God source energy that you are. For we are all equals. We are all the sons and daughters of creation. For in that time, and even in this time, we had been disconnected from remembering that we were, as you could say, fractals of creator energy, of the God source creator. We had forgotten. And this was a way for me to remind you that we are all sons and daughters of God. It was a way to activate and remind you that you can connect to God source, for it exists within you and your heart. I was activating this with whomever heard me speak of this in my lessons, in my teachings. This is what that means. Remember your sovereignty, remember whom you are, for you are not disconnected from your higher self, from God's source creator and creator, from Yahweh. You are not disconnected. You are the embodiment of source energy. Remember this, my brothers and sisters, for I am a reflection of you, of what's waiting to be unlocked and awakened within you. I am you, and you are me. Thank you. It gives me great satisfaction to answer and clarify this question. You may proceed. Thank you.
Thank you. You mentioned the Bible, and we would like to know, did you write parts of the Bible, or none of the Bible which we use today in our churches? There is talk of some chapters that have been taken away from the Bible itself. So that is why we ask.
Thank you. Thank you for this question. Yes, we wrote the original Bible. And it was like branches, continuing from Moses, our ancestor, as well as the teachings that we learned through the Kalu, the Atlanteans that survived the fall. What we did, along with the 12 apostles, we channeled information and we knew the significance to surrounding ourselves with that source energy, the I am source energy, whatever you may call it, but basically it is the love within your soul that's infinite. We would place ourselves in a sacred, honorable manner, meditative state, and we would channel this information down forth, upon different sections of your Bible. Though it has unfortunately been infringed upon and changed in a programming manner. And I stand here strongly in love as I stood there strongly within these temples, who the priests allowed for their taste of power to control and guide them. For they did not teach love. They taught only man-made rules, creating thought forms. And this I speak of within all religions that have used me in this manner. And even those who are completely disconnected from me, as the Jewish religion is currently. Or as Christianity or Catholic churches or Baptists. They have changed. They have changed me into becoming a worship. I will touch base on that in a minute. I apologize. I strayed from answering your question. Therefore, yes, we did. However, the teachings know that what you read has been changed. There are still some of the original teachings there. However, there are teachings there that were changed, like particular stories, like my beloved Mary Magdalene. It is said on there that she was a prostitute. No, she was not. She was one of the apostles. She stood strongly among us as one of the apostles. And she was not a prostitute. And yes, she might have washed my hands or washed my feet in a sacred, honorable manner, because this is an act that we did with among the Essenes. This has been changed. She is my great beloved, my beautiful, infinite twin flame. That many carry her essence within you. Many, many, many. As I, for I exist in all of you within your hearts. There is a piece of me within all of you if you choose to accept it. It has been changed. It has been changed. And the reason why it has been changed, and the reason why it has been changed in your religion and in the Bible, was to disconnect those whom of you who went to church as children. I remember you being there and you sitting there and perhaps talking of me as being the one and only Son of God. And I remember you thinking, like, that's not accurate. And it is all a mind control programming. So that you could put walls before you knew that even as a child, that no one was better than another and no one was above another. And they had placed me on a pedestal. That is not where I would ever want to be placed upon. I only want to be placed at within eye level of you. And this was part of that programming, to astray you from connecting to my infinite love as a 13 energy, 13 key, and astraying you from finding that infinite love within you as well. It was a way to, you can say, unplug that connection to me as the Nazarene, as the Messiah, as Yeshua. But remember, it is not just I, it is we. We are the Elohim, we are the Christ consciousness, we are all. So please do not view me in these manners anymore. View me as your equal and as your brother, who stands strongly beside you, hugging you and embracing and uplifting your heart. This is who I am and am embodiment of, who is a reflection of you, as I said. And speaking upon religion, it has disconnected you all, separated you all. If you could imagine like a puzzle, a circle puzzle, a two-dimensional circle puzzle. And it has placed this group, Jewish here, religion here, where you don't even acknowledge me, Catholics here, Christians here, baptisms here, Hinduism here. I will not separate, I will not, as a wholeness. And each one of you are in a separate type of puzzle piece. But this circle is not whole. It is separated. And there's pieces here and pieces here and pieces here. No, we are not religion. We are love. This is the last thing that I would want my teachings to be based upon into religion. No, I taught love. I taught to love each other, no matter the differences, no matter if they were gay, no matter if they were children, no matter if they were female, no matter the color of the skin. I taught to love all selves, all other selves. So we have a great role, a great mission, those who are here and listening to these messages, and who listen and meditate to me, even those who may not come across this channeling of I. We have great missions, and I send forth now an activation to the earth for you to remember to bring, to rise from religion, and instead teach love as I taught love. No more separation, no more segregation, no more prejudice, no more judgment. As healers, look upon others, and you may read them. However, then send them love. Send them love. For this is the greatest manner that we could help one another in raising this consciousness on earth of the programming. For as I had a great task then of deprogramming their system with the Romans and the Jewish temples. Now I give you this role, for you are able to do it as well. You can carry this forth and spread love and teach love and plant seeds of love. And together as you do this, you will see that the pieces will get closer and closer, closer and closer. For when the time comes of the final physical ascension of Earth, of Terra, of Gaia, into the gateway of your hearts, as individuals or as a collective, there will be a great percentage of this circle becoming one. And understanding that there is no such thing as religion. For we are God's source. Thank you.
I have two follow-up questions to what you spoke of. And one is, do you have anything else to add in terms of advice for those of us that feel as though we turned our backs on you and the Christ-conscious beings because of the teachings of the church, and would now like to embrace you into our lives without the church?
Thank you for this question. I've touched base upon it already. I will see what I can add to it. Remember as I spoke just now about I'm sending love through the screens and the electronics now to you. How they had changed it, placing me on a pedestal. And this made you feel like it did not feel right within your heart discernment. Perhaps you even knew, no, some of these answers that I spoke of when you were a child. You had that strong knowingness. Envision me now as I embody this beautiful infinite love in equalness. And feel me in your hearts when you meditate, when you dream. And know that I am walking on earth, and I am walking on earth through you. And every time a discomfort comes up, where you might think and might feel disconnected from me and my teachings of love, remember these messages that I've given today. And I would love to give going on forward for you. Remember these teachings, for that is inaccurate. It is false light information. For that is all part of the plan. Let's heal that. Let's heal that now. If you are ready, or when you are ready. And feel my infinite love for you, and know that those feelings were a way to block you and distract you from connecting of the teachings of love. Know this and feel it within your heart. And know that if you still view me in this manner, know that I hold no judgment. I stand only strongly in love for you. For the day that you shed these dark clouds over whom I represent, though I represent you, once you shed these off, and I stand here strongly with love for you and my beautiful brothers and sisters, as you are my brothers and sisters. For you all hold the essence of the Elohim within you. For this is where we all started from and fractalize upon. And this love that I show you now, this great love of no limits, you will remember. And this will aid you, and this will embrace you in your heart when it is needed. To not view on me in this manner, disconnected. Let's envision like two electrical cords. We are reconnecting them. And they are beautiful white cords that are reconnected once more and are whole once more. Thank you.
During your life, how did you deal with people around you that did not want to believe in what you had to say? Whether it was a message or your path. Any advice you can give us from your experiences on how to deal with those we have around us that do not want to believe?
If you could imagine a time, in the time that I lived, where when you looked all around you, because I can see all energies and entities and blockages upon people, I could see what it was, if it was a dark entity here, or if it was a dark thought form here, or if it was a blockage here of, or here of not self-love. So I viewed them in this manner that they had yet to heal, imbalance, and cleanse what they had within their vessel. And I viewed it in a manner where it's not no one's fault. For I came across great obstacles, as you could imagine, I being this sphere of white light, walking everywhere, among dark, clouded spheres everywhere. I stood strong in my belief of love. And I understood that they were me and I was them. And I placed myself in their position. What if that was me? What if I had incarnated in another time before my great enlightenment here? And I was one lost as well. I did not view them as imperfections. I viewed them as imperfectly perfect and equals to I. Though I stood strong with my shoulders and my back strong and sturdy. And they knew that if I were to speak, that they would not alter me. They would not infringe on me. No, they wouldn't. And I held space in love for them. And I could see as they stood in front of me. And they were trying to even people of their govern of their Romans. I would come across some of them as we knew each other in the village. And they could not help with my white light sphere. They could not help and resist it, for they knew it felt right, not right. It felt words. It felt felt like home in the stars. That's how it felt. And they knew, even though they might have come to me completely in darkness, once I was done with them, their energies had already cleared up. I had already helped this spirit here evolve to the light. I had already just talking to them and interchanging this energy that I carried. I had opened up their hearts where they could now see what I was see and feel and understand what I was speaking of, and they would walk away shaken up. Like, what just happened to me? It was more of a manner where I vibrated this frequency of service to others. And with my words, I was very particular in every single word I chose, in which sentence it would come forth with, in which would it come at the beginning or the end. It flowed beautifully through me, elegantly. And they could not help but understand the home energy that they so long had been disconnected from. They couldn't turn away from this. They couldn't shake it off, for it had already been given to them. How is it that you let go or remove a feeling of home? It is an energy that is unshakable once you've tapped into it. And again, this was with my auric energy, my sphere white light energy, my shielding, my heart energy. This is how I stood forth with people who perhaps were here to stop me, were here to derail me, or even were just there, most importantly, for me to aid them. And they knew once they looked up into my heart, they knew that they looked too deeply, they might get lost in the love. I only knew love. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell us, or could we discuss what the Bible means about the mark of the beast? It's a term written in the Bible. Could you share what that truly means?
There is no such thing as the mark of the beast. That is just fear placed upon a child, a person that is different, creating separation once more. For those of us who anchor this energy to earth, stand out amongst the crowd. We are meant to stand out amongst the crowd. This was made up so that people who were born different, that perhaps had a birthmark, had differences in their vessels, different eyes, whatever it may have been, so that they could be segregated. For they want to have everyone looking the same. Thank you.
Thank you. If we may, there is also another section of the Bible that speaks about 144,000, and it's interpreted in many different ways. 144,000 saved, 144,000 light workers. Is there any significance to this that can be shared? That would help us today.
It is a number that is like an activation. When you view it, 144, 444, it is a number like similar to your crop circles that we place on your earth. It is like that. It's an activation, no number, where what it does, it draws in. So for example, this many light workers and so on. It would draw in and activate upon it. It's hard to explain. Let me see. Energetically, if I could show you, I will try to explain it in words. It is like it sucks in the energy in a positive manner, and then this number reverberates it and amplifies it and activates. So when whom is viewing this number, they're receiving an activation within their soul, their DNA of of their angel form within them. That's what it is. I'm going to ask for one more question and then the channel is ready to finish up.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have any advice for those of us that are in physical pain? How to rise above physical pain?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You must go inwards. Review, if not in this life or another life. Where is this pain of the body holding? Now there could be many reasons to this, and I will give you several. You might have a contract as a collective to hold pain, and as you heal, the collective heals from pain. Or you might have had a past life where it wasn't healed yet, and you've carried forth this energy of perhaps you've died of a life where you went through excruciating pain right before your death, and now you're still carrying that now. Perhaps you are a transmuter and you do not know how to transmute and hold love light high enough to effectively in balancing manner to transmute this energy to the higher realms. Perhaps it's stuck there and it's causing you the pain. So there could be many, many reasons why you hold pain. You would acquire healing for this. You could do this with yourself or look for a healer who works within the heart energies, and start working on this and look into your past in this life as well. Could be another reason. Are you still holding on to the pains of your past, of this life? And is that what's fed into you like poison and causing this pain? The only way to heal this is to face the pain, transmute it, and heal it. Transmute it with white light. Cleanse it, shift it. You could envision, like, say you embodied your pain in two with your imagination. Say you do this exercise with me. You grabbed all the pain and you saw it coming out from you. It's coming out, and it's going into a bubble. Of course, like I always say, though, like we always say, anytime you're doing energetic work, call on your higher self and guides, okay? So you're going to envision this pain going into a ball, a dark ball, and it's just adding and adding and adding. And with every strand that pulls from you and every cord that pulls from you, you are discovering what it is little by little. And you can hold it in a space where it harms none, where your higher self is holding it for you. A cube, for the cube will stop the flow of that energy. You can add and add that pain little by little. But in order to release that pain, you need to first discover what it is that has caused that pain. Only way to release your contracts, your soul contracts, to heal you karmically. If you are causing harm to others, you must face these lessons. Learn the lesson, learn the teachings from it, and then simply just let go and release them without harming anyone. Envision yourself just floating in surrender, wherever it is that you want to float, without falling. You're just floating, surrounded by the divine. You're floating in the sky. Maybe you're floating on the water. Maybe you're just laying on the sand and surrender as the sun hits you. Floating in the stars. Envision yourself in this frequency of surrender. This is what I lived in complete surrender. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Yeshua.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It has... we have given you much tools and much teachings to prepare you for the year of activation, the year of the elders. Follow your hearts, my brothers and sisters. Love oneself. Love others. And if you feel that you are not there, call on us and we will help you get there. And in my next channeling, I would love to take you through a guided meditation and with a singing bowl and help you perhaps shed some of that densities, those densities that hold within you. I will see you then. I love you. I honor you. I respect you and I thank you humbly, my beautiful brothers and sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, my body's in a little bit of a pain. That was way too much love. That was hard. Thank you all for being here. As he said, we will see you next Friday. Bring more questions then. The way he shows me is like he wants to have classes just like he did then, like sermons, I guess, and then answer them for you along the way. We'll see how long we do that, and then we'll see when the next benevolent being comes next. I hope that you love this because I sure love this so much. It's so beautiful. Oh,
Yes, he made me cry quite a bit too.
yeah. I'll go back and listen to this as I'm already forgetting some of it. And Lily will keep track, and Minnie will be here. Maybe next time we'll see. We'll keep track of the questions that you wrote here. If we didn't get to answer them, I'm not sure right now how many we did not get to answer. So we'll answer them in the next one. And feel free to bring whatever you want to bring then, okay? Thank you so much. Get ready for the beautiful new year that is coming. Beautiful, beautiful year to come. I love you. I honor you. I thank you and I respect you. Thank you, my beautiful brothers and sisters. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.